Greetings and namaste. Welcome in and welcome back, divine infinite light beings. Somebody might be getting ready to fly to you. Ashe, take a trip. Ashe, um, yeah. Or be, I'm getting even lifted, flown, lifted. Somebody's hurt, being lifted, flown in a helicopter, right? I just picked that up. Ashe, I was trying to bring up some frequencies for this message, but um since I am having technical difficulties, we will not be having frequencies, and this message is for the divine Cancer babies. Ashe, I was not going to bring a message until I got a download, and I just received a download for the Cancer babies. Ashe, Spirit said you gave your all, but your all just wasn't good enough. Ashe. And these people, these energies, these lower vibrational entities had the nerve to dismiss you as if you were in their class. Ashe. But they failed to realize, and they forgot that they were your TA. Ashe. So that is the message. Ashe, whoever these people were, they didn't want to learn from you. Ashe, they didn't want to be up under you. They wanted your position. Oh, confirmation. The front, where that's coming from? Okay, see? They tried to make you the villain. The confirmation. We got that earlier. That just came out of nowhere. So you know I'm not lying about the technical difficulties. Ashe, I'm getting hot. Motherfuckers is mad because shit is being revealed in this moment. Ashe. So these people did not want to be underneath your wing. They didn't want to be your TA. To be they wanted you to be their TA. Ashe. They wanted it to be their classroom. Ashe. Divine Cancers, when it came to these opposing energies. Ashe. Because they were so low vibrational, they didn't know how to build up their own classroom, is what Spirit is saying. Ashe. And they weren't grateful enough to be working under you as your TA. They decided to dismiss you. Ashe. And how they was able to dismiss you, Ashe, divine baby cancer babies, is that they lied on you. Ashe. They stole from you, they cheated on you. Ashe. They gossiped, they envied you, they imitated you. They did so many different things to dismiss who you truly were. Ashe. In a lower vibrational energy. They didn't even do it going about doing it as a high vibrational entity. They did it as a low vibrational entity. And Spirit is saying all that you gave to these people, they had the nerve to do this, and they felt like what you gave still wasn't fucking good enough for them. Ashe. And we're going to use our childish cards. Ashe. Um, Today was the first day that I used these cards because we were dealing with childish energy. And right now, Spirit said, break these cards back out because we are dealing with childish energy once again. Ashe. Whew. Yeah, so whoever this is very much in their emotions, right? They're not stable. This is coming out crossing. And it's the Seven of Cups is coming out crossing too. So they're the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups coming out crossing. It's like there's so much in their emotions on trying to come up out of these illusions, but the shit ain't working because it's crossing, and they can't get out of these emotions. And that could have been, you could be dealing with another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Ashe. But This could be your child, this could be your family member, your friend, your co-worker, your lover, your neighbor, or your stranger. A stranger, Ashe. But whoever this person is, Ashe, has betrayed you. Ashe has stabbed you in the back several times. Remember, Spirit said you gave all that you can give, and all that you can give still just wasn't good enough, still just isn't good enough. So they felt the need to betray you. They felt the need to um, cut you, hurt you, disappoint you. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. What's going on here? 8 of Cups. Disappoint you. Didn't Spirit just say they felt the need to disappoint you, and that's what they did, because they felt the need to hurt you, along with the hurt, with by them hurting you after you get. Why y'all didn't tell me y'all couldn't see what the fuck was going on? My apologies. After they hurt you with this 10 of Swords, right? Cancers, this is for the Cancers, Ashe. If your sign is picking up and resonate with it, then take the messages as they resonate. These messages are always timeless, past, present, and future, Ashe. But Divine Spirit, the creator of all there is, the creator that dwells within us as an avatar within our temple, Ashe, that we are connected to, prefers us to dwell in the present moment. And in the present moment, you recognize that, well, the message is being delivered that, oh, this is the 9 of Swords. They ain't even made it to the 10 of Swords. Well, they're in the 9 of Swords. I thought that was the 10 of Swords. They did. They stabbed you in the back. They betrayed you. They hurt you, and now they're in their heads about what they did to you, Ashe, because they know they disappointed you. I'm glad Spirit pointed that out, because of all you did. Remember, Spirit said all you did, and it still just wasn't fucking good enough. So they had to hurt you, bring an ending to whatever the situation was. And now that they have brought an ending to whatever situation it was, they are in their heads deeply about it, because they know they disappointed you with this 8 of Cups by abandoning you and walking away from you. Ashe? After they stabbed you, after they gave you 10 deep fucking wounds, right? And now they're wishing they never would have gave you these wounds with this 9 of Swords, because that's all they think about is what the fuck they did. After Spirit is saying, after your divine ancestors is saying, you gave them all that you can give, and it still just wasn't good enough. So they made it a purpose to dismiss you from your classroom that you worked so hard for. You earned this position. So some of you could be teachers in classrooms that earned the position to be the teacher. Ashe, you took all your credentials, you paid off for all your courses, so you earned the credentials to be that teacher. Ashe, and somebody is trying to get you out of your classroom. They don't want you to have a classroom. It's a lot of gossip going on. It's a lot of he say, she say shit, because people is jealous because you have this fucking classroom. Oh, come on now, the dirt that comes out, Ashe, the world. So somebody is feeling like something is not complete with you, because this world is upside down. There is no personal closure for whoever disappointed you and walked the fuck away. Ashe, there's no there's no personal closure due to the fact that they dismissed you. They had no business getting you dismissed or dismissing you. They had no business trying to go out of their way to make sure that you were dismissed. However, they had you dismissed, and Spirit is saying they didn't dismiss you on their own. They had to go out and get help to have you dismissed. Ashe, they didn't do it by themselves. They weren't strong enough to A TA is not strong enough to get a teacher dismissed. A TA has to get an alliance to be able to come against this teacher with these allegations to be able to get this teacher dismissed. Ashe, Ashe, the tower. And so they want to come up out of this tower. This tower, they've been in this tower for quite some time. Ashe, the tower upside down. Ashe, let me, 1 second. Excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Be patient. Patience is a motherfucking virtue. Remember that. But cancers know how to be patient. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the cross motherfucking watchers. Right? That's who I'm talking to. These motherfuckers that's in regret. That's who I'm talking to. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not talking to the cancers. I'm talking to the cross watchers. Because cancers got all the patience in the world. Right? That's why they was able to get you dismissed. What? Okay. Personal transformation. That is because they feel like there's no closure with this world and they're suffering. They want to come up out of this suffering. That's why it's in the reverse. They want to come up out of the suffering that they cause themselves to be in because everything has backfired because you are a divine chosen one, a divine gifted one, a divine empress, emperor confirmation. They a high priestess, a high priest, they brung they had the wrong one dismissed. Ashe. And so when they had the wrong one dismissed, everything collapsed upon them. Ashe. They brung a storm upon themselves. Ashe. And now they're having restlessness because they want to come out of this suffering. Ashe. And they brung upon on all this change. They brung upon all this pain because they were in fear of change and they were in fear of you having abundance. You see how my hand is itching? They were in fear of your abundance. That's the whole thing. Whatever this situation is, remember, you might not just be a teacher. This is a metaphor, right? So whatever, if it was at your job, outside of being a teacher, if it was a family member, if it was a friend, if it was a lover, if it was a neighbor or a stranger, Ashe, they were in fear of you being abundant and them making a change to be able to bring their own abundance, right? Because remember, whoever these people are were under you. They were under your practice. If it was your child, they were under you. If it was your husband or your wife, they were under you. If it was a co-worker, they were under you. You could have been the supervisor, Ashe, or the team leader, Ashe. They were under you, Ashe. If it was your neighbor, you were the head of the neighborhood watch or the neighborhood committee or the neighborhood lookout, whatever it was. They were under you, Ashe. The neighborhood cleanup team or whatever it was. The neighborhood kid taking turns with the kids in the neighborhood. You were, and they were under you, Ashe. And they seen you in a more advanced position to have more abundance than them, and they didn't like that shit. You being a cancers always are in rebundance. What is rebundance? Um Rebundance. Cancers are always in walking in abundance. What is rebundance? I can't, it's not going to tell me what. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That was confirmation with that door on the knock. With that knock on the door. Um, and whoever these people are could get sloppy drunk, right? Because I feel like I'm slurring. I've had a little to drink. I'm not even gonna hold you, tell you no lies, but I ain't had that much to be slurring like I feel like I'm slurring right now. I feel like I'm slurring a fucking lot with this 8 of Cups, right? With all these intoxicated mixed drinks. Ashe, somebody likes to make mixed drinks. Ashe, not just straight drinks. They like to mix the shit up. Ashe, but redundance generally refers to the state of being no longer needed, super fallacious, or in excessive. The term is used across several different contexts. In a workplace, a human resource, a form of a job, dismissal. What? How did that just, that ain't nothing but spirit to have that shit come out of my mouth? Because didn't we just say they dismissed you, right? So it's in a workplace. It's a engineer, I tech. So you could be an engineer, you could be an I tech working with computers or something. I say you could be a Cancer that is an engineer, a Cancer that is an I tech, a Cancer that is in human resources, a teacher. I say if you're not a teacher in the classroom, you're a teacher outside of the classroom. You're some kind of healer. I say you're a writer. You are a speaker. I say um yeah, yeah. And you intake strong data. You storage a lot of data. You hold a lot of data. Remember, you're the teacher, Ashe. You're the teacher, whether physically or spiritually. Ashe. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That just flowed out my mouth. Okay, and so they don't. This is what's causing them to be in this tower. Ashe. What else, Spirit, for the divine Cancers? This is nice. This is okay. This is clarity. We thank you for the clarity. Okay, whoever these people are, they know that you are letting go with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ashe, this is you letting go of the situation with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. No longer trying to make the situation work. Ashe, this is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress in reverse. So this is more than one person. Ashe. And these people, there's an Empress that stays drunk, an Empress or an Emperor that stays drunk, and there's a Queen of Pentacles or a King of Pentacles that also stays drunk and in their head. So these people stay in their head and they also stay drunk behind you, Cancer. Yeah. Oh, and a King of Wands. It's a lot of fucking people. A lot of people in their feelings behind you, Cancer. It's a lot of people in their lower vibrations. But remember, Spirit said you gave all you could, and you couldn't tell. You gave all you could, and all you gave just wasn't good enough. But there's a King of Wands that is really wanting to have personal closure with you. But since they're in their lower vibrational energy right now, that's not popping off, Ashe. All these people are coming out in their lower vibrational energy when it comes to you, divine Cancers. Justice in reverse. They not receiving any justice for what they did to you, is what Spirit is saying. And they feel like it's not fair. They feel like it's not fair. They should have had your position. And that's why they tried to dismiss you. Ashe, this is why. And they feel like it's not fair that they're going through this tower. And Spirit said this is the truth. They didn't want this clarity. This clarity came from you, Ashe. You remember, you are the fucking high priestess, the high priest. So you spoke some clarity that they didn't want. And because they didn't want it, you let their ass go. Here it is, the 9 of Wands in reverse. And when you let their ass go, they lost your protection, Ashe. They lost your protection. They lost the protection of spirit, Ashe. And now this is what's in their, this is what got them in their head, because once they dismiss you, it backfired and they were dismissed. They thought you were going to be dismissed and you were going to be suffering and this, that, and the other. Turns around, it backfired on them. That's why they're in the reverse. They dismissed you and it backfired on them. And now nothing's going right for them. The Ace of Cups. Look at that. In the reverse. No new opportunities. No love. No stable mind. The Empress in reverse. Come on now. No leadership. No foundation. Psh, please. A manipulator. A narcissistic energy. Confirmation. No pentacles. The King or Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, so they're lacking finances, and this is causing them to be caught up in their head too, Cancer. Whoever these people are that came up against you, Ashe, that wanted you to be dismissed. They wanted you to be dismissed, and they actually dismissed themselves. So somebody could have got their own self fired at work. Somebody could have got their own self a divorce, a separation, kicked out the neighborhood, kicked out the apartment building. What else, Spirit? What else do you want the Cancers to know? Kicked out the apartment building, kicked out the community rec room, Ashe. Could be several things. Kicked out the group, kicked out of school. Confirmation. What else, Spirit? Clarify this 9 of Wands. Why is this 9 of Wands? But they not receiving nothing new. No new love. No opportunities. No, yeah. Spirit has, their cup is no longer overflowing. It's not overflowing. It may be overflowing in this alcohol, in these mixed drinks, but that's all. It's not overflowing in abundance. The abundance is drying up. Maybe they spending all their money on alcohol. Every little penny they get, they spending it on alcohol. Ashe, whoever these people are. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. And they in their deep fucking emotions, drowning. What else do you have for the collective? Cancer energy. If these messages resonate with you, take them. Ashe, if you're not a Cancer sign, we all have these energies in our hermit. They want to come out of this hermit mode with you, Ashe. But with this hermit being in reverse, Ashe, they are not receiving the downloads from spirit as they should be. They're not accepting any downloads from spirit as they should be. They're just not. Whoever this King of Wands is in this lower vibration that feels like it's not King of Wands, Queen of Wands, that feel like it's not a closed situation with you, Ashe. Shit ain't complete with you, Ashe. But they're not receiving the downloads from spirit. But whoever this is loves you with these hearts on this card, Ashe. And they feel like you are a star. Ashe, you are the star. And this is another reason why. Four of Swords in reverse. There's that they're not receiving no fairness, no justice, and wherever they are, it's very much detrimental, and it's not stable. And there's no fucking love with the Lovers in reverse because they didn't make the right choice when it came to the deception. When it came to the deception, they didn't make the right choice. When it came to loving the right person, and instead of dismissing their wrongdoings, their lower vibrations, they dismissed you and said you were the one that was in the lower vibration. And they worked hard and long, even though you have been, whatever relationship it was a long, it was something that was very much invested in with the Seven of Pentacles. This is why this Nine of Wands is in reverse. This is why they want you to come up out of being guarded. Ashe, with this Nine of Wands being in reverse, because this has been a long time investment. Clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. And you gave